Clover, can you use the cloth on the table?
Use... Huh?
Soak it in ethanol, and then use it to wash off all the stuff from the permanent marker, okay?
Right. Okay, so I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol.
Well, she's got the cloth. She seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table.
Soak the cloth with ethanol and... Junpei! It's working! It's wiping the permanent ink off! Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink.
What's the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table.
I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers and some kind of grid.
I can't see it from here. Clover, you've got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and then hand them to me through the bars?
Okay, Roger.
Hey, Clover, how are the power cables over there?
Huh? What do you mean?
Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2?
I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look.
Guess she does have to kinda crouch down to get a look under there.
The cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean?
That's it! Okay, can you unplug that cable and bring it over here?
Okay, but...
But?
Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you.
Damn it. That's no good then.
Well, how about just the plug?
What?
The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector? It's a sort of thing that makes the plug with the 3 metal thingies into a plug with the 2 metal thingies. Still useless?
Not useless. Not useless at all. That's just what we were looking for.
Okay, can you hold on for a little bit?
And back down she goes.
All right, unplug. I'll hand it to you over at the bars, okay?
Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. Here you go. The 2-prong plug.
Thanks. Okay, put the 2-prong plug onto the head of this power cable. Alright, I've got the 2-pronged power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. Under the desk I go, and let's just plug this thing into the monitor. Alright, that ought to do it.
Alright, let's turn on the power.
I don't think anything's going to happen.
Why not?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer.
You never know until you try.
Pretty optimistic. Huh? Is it actually working?
So it would seem.
Isn't that kinda weird?
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right? There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
A wireless display?
Yes. It connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked. It looks like we need to enter a password.
Again, there must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own. All right, let's kick some ass.
What?
Didn't expect that, did you?
Of course I didn't! What kind of job do you have? What are you?
I'm unemployed at the moment. I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit.
Why?
Huh? Oh, it was just something.
What are you doing now?
I'm gonna try and brute force it.
Brute... what?
A brute force attack is, well, the short version is that I just attack the thing head on. The long version... It's not the most elegant solution, certainly. But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do. Oh, but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless display. It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, alright? So you enter 1 plus 1. The screen will show you 2. See? Isn't that strange?
No, not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you? Who calculated 1 plus 1?
The main computer, right? You said it's connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see. The color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Ah, I see. So this wire supplies power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes, just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations. But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that, because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing. Really. It's just... I thought... maybe. What if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of your brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, "Interesting, so stimulating this part of the brain causes this person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought process must occur in the human brain. You get it? It's just like this monitor. Maybe the brain is just an output device, like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else, in a main body. We just don't know it. We never even think about it. Just like those cave people who wouldn't know about wireless communications, we can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, where we experience that information as thoughts. Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia. If memory is actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body somewhere, maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all. He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged. I suppose that would explain aphasia and blindsight too. Perhaps they actually can speak or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
Wait a minute. What?
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
Nope.
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's, or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to. Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so. You've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same, even though they obviously got faces. It's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them. The zoo staff that works with them would learn to identify different monkeys eventually, but you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart. That's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia, huh? Didn't even know that kind of thing existed. And, what were we talking about?
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
What about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
Not funny.
It's nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time. But it looks like I don't need to talk anymore.
Why?
I don't have to kill time any longer. Piece of cake.
What the hell is that?
No idea. It looks like a puzzle.
Huh? Aren't you gonna, I don't know, do more computer stuff?
I can't do anymore. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard. Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do. Well, I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei.
What?
Let me take a break, alright? I did my part.
There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something.
What the hell were they doing in there? Huh? Why is she all quiet now?
They were doing experiments on humans. Probably.
Oh man. Now she looks sad. All right, I solved it!
Did you hear a noise just now?
Yeah, I did. It sounded like something unlocking.
Where did it come from? Look, Junpei! The lights on the lockers are green!
Then we must have unlocked it with the computer puzzle! There's more than one key in here.
This one is small, and looks like it goes to some sort of machine. And this one has the Earth symbol on it.
I think the Earth symbol matches a keyhole in a door on the A deck.
Well, if that's the case, we probably don't need the Earth key right now.
Alright then, Earth key. I'll just tuck you away deep in my pocket. Now, as for the other key.
Junpei, do you have a minute?
What's up?
I wanted to ask you something.